2003 Gsxr 1000. The seals on the rear caliper, which we're going to rebuild, is 21 years old now, and so they're probably due for a rebuild. Brake Crafters is one of the brands I like to use. They're OEM, if not better. And so what we're going to do is we're going to use kit code Bravo Charlie 30 November, and they're my favorite go-to parts replacement or so you're going to want to put a brake clamp here, otherwise you're going to start losing fluid down here. It'll start dripping out. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to just take this line off, leave the pressure, and I'm just using my 1/4 inch impact. There it goes, right on my rag. Pulling out the banjo bolt, making sure I grab my washer. Remove our 2 mounting bolts. It does not like that one. Okay. You see how I kind of just flick the trigger? It's really just preference. I just like to do that just to break the bolts loose, or you can just hold it on there and go k. However you want to do it, I guess. Okay. That. All right, so I had this already pulled apart, but I'm going to show you how it works. You're going to pull the pin. The pin is going to right above this dust plate, and you can use a 5mm socket, Allen test socket. That's what I like to use. Took it right out. Pull your dust cap off, and then your brakes will come right up. They'll right in between your 2 pistons here. Now what we need to do is we need to split the pistons. So I have my Earthquake XT. I just like it because it's a shorty. And let's give it a rip potato chip. There's probably impact ones for this, but this is what I got. Okay. Okay, so that's what it looks like on the inside. There. Here's my seal. Try to get this all in there. Okay, so we have our seal here. We have our pistons, which we're going to have to remove. So let's see what comes in our kit. We come with the new seals for here. And then we have our actual piston seals in our outer. And then we have our bleeder with bleeder parts and your copper washers for your banjo bolts. And just a little bit of grease. Okay. Bags. Okay, so we're going to pull this thing apart. And this is an 8mm. And if you can't get this off, you can actually use an impact to get it off as well. But I got lucky with this one. Okay. That's there. Then we're going to pull this piston out. Okay, we're going to stick it right here in this hole and blow that piston out. And you're going to have to cover up this other hole right here. And this hole. So you got 3 holes you got to cover to get that piston out. I would just leave that in, and then you're gonna have to cover this one and that one to get that piston out. Okay. All right, so we got the piston out. What we're gonna look for is any kind of pitting, and if you have any kind of pitting, it's gonna be Dunsky's. This is really light. That's a really light piston. Set that one aside. Next one is this one, and probably the easiest way to get this piston out is right here. So I'm just gonna leave this in, and I'm gonna put air to this hole, and then face it away from me to the ground because I don't want it blowing in my face. Like the seal being in there. Okay, there it is. All right, there's that. Now you have two seals. You have an inner and an outer, and we're gonna rebuild those for both. You have an outer. Inside the board looks really good actually. There's a little bit of nothingness in there. I'm actually gonna throw these on my parts cleaner, and let's see how they come out. Out of the cleaner, scrub them down a little bit, and we're gonna install our bleeders. So let's go and install our bleeders. And that goes there. Actually goes all the way down on the bottom here. Hope if I put it the right way. Okay. So we got a new bleeder with the cap. Good. So we got to take this old one off here. Okay. Bleeder. Let's do this. Stick. Yeah. Cap it. Okay. Then we got our seals. So I got to get a pick. And when you're doing this, of course, you want to do it very carefully because you don't want to damage the bore. One. So you got the fat one there. Move it in there. Pull that one out. And I should have done this before. I should have pulled the seals and when I threw in the cleaner. Okay, so we got to put our seals in. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm just putting a little of this red jelly on the seal here. And stick that in there. So I made sure that my seal valleys were cleared out. No weird stuff going on them. No corrosion or just trash that's in there. So, come on, baby. It's gonna be able to get started really. Went too low. Once you get started, just roll it on in there. Just like that. Okay. We got our thin one. Cut it with the red jelly. Okay. And then we'll stick it on in there. Same thing. Bada bing, bada boom. And now we're ready for a piston. And these are really light. I think they're magnesium. They're so light. So, same thing here. Put a little jelly on the outside of it. It's kind of sticky. And we're going to kind of cock our cylinder just a little bit and spin it in there. As we're spinning in there, flattening it out at the same time. And then boom, all the way, center all the way to the bottom, like that. Okay. So that one is done. Going to this side. Okay. Get some trash in here I need to clean out, so I'm going to pull these seals. Okay. Yeah, I got some more trash in there, so I'm going to go to clean it out. Yeah, it's a lot of that final dust seal's got a bunch of stuff in it. And all I'm using for this is just some hot water, Dawn soap, and a toothbrush to get that cleaned out. So old seals, I'm going to throw those over here. So I don't want to get those mixed up. And get our new ones here. Okay. Same thing, we're going to put our little jelly on. Okay. I'll send that one on first. And just to show you how to clean that, yeah, really nice and clean. Just Dawn soap, hot water, and a toothbrush. As after I went in the bath, but in my sonic cleaner bath is just Dawn soap and simple green. No harsh chemicals. Okay. And then for the secondary seal. Yeah. Easy peasy. Okay. I might have to get a razor blade for that. So I can feel it with my, if I can feel it with my thumbnail, it needs to come off. And so you see it right there. Feel it. See it come off. Very light pressure, of course. Oh, I didn't have that issue at all. I'm going to go rinse this off real quick. So I'm going to do a final inspection on my piston. You can see some very light marks from my razor blade, but those are very superficial. It's just scuff, little tiny scuff marks. Nothing that is going to harm the piston. And it looks good. Looks really good. Look at the edge. Make sure the edge looks good. And I like it. Okay. Make sure you don't have any burrs or anything crazy on here. Okay, now we're just going to give it some juice, some jelly. Real thin coat, nothing crazy. Same thing. We're just going to rock it at an angle a little bit. And then straighten it out. And then go back and forth. And then applying pressure around the sides. You're just going to have to feel it. And then it slides right in. Then we have our other piece and this piece, and we're going to join the two, but we have to put our seals in. Okay, I'm not sure why they gave me two. There's only one seal on this. That seal goes right here. Okay, that's going to go right here. So it appears they give you an extra seal. All right, so we're going to join these two just like this. And there's nothing on the other side, did it? Okay. So just like that. It's actually wet. I don't know what to do that. Some safeguard. See, that's red lactate. Yeah. Let's move these up slowly. I'll turn them on the bike. And you can see how this is cut out right here. That is where that is going to go. So, and you can put the brake pads on the other side and push them out this way. So, probably made it more difficult than maybe. Push that forward. Get that in there, and then yeah, it's going to be this one. Too small. Straighten out right there. Here we go. Spread all the way apart. And I'll stick those on there. This. What I want to do actually is put a little bit. So drop a red lactate on the end of the threads. Red lactate on the end of the thread there. Okay, for our torque specs, we have 18 foot-pounds, 27 foot-pounds, and then 6 foot-pounds right here. So I'm gonna go grab a torque wrench. See how much it is. Okay, so 18. Okay, now we're going to put down Caliper. These ones I don't do use. Back and forth. And that's 20. This one is 20. Then you go 27. So that's right there. And 18 is going to be there. Okay, so there's something. We have our banjo bolt. So I'm going to put my, don't forget about this washer right here. A lot of times it gets stuck on there. I've seen people put new washers on, and this one's still on there, so they double washered it. Ugh. There's a flatter side and more of a kind of rounder side. I always put the flatter side towards the bolt and flatter side towards this surface. That's just me though. Okay. Get that up over there. We have it. Our brakes are bled. I just got to put the cap back on there. But yeah, don't be like me. I'm leave it crimped here. Okay, so there you go. It the job itself. Put the cap on there. Doesn't actually take too terribly long. An hour to knock it all out at most, and that's if you have the tools ready and everything. So easy job, not too difficult. The bleeding's actually really easy. We got a nice strong brake, really nice. It's fixed.